Hello, everybody. Welcome, you beautiful beings. Thank you so much for being here with me. I am so grateful for you to come into this space. I'm going to say a quick prayer and we will dive into today's journey. Divine Mother, Father, Spirit guides, guardian angels, archangels, ancestors. I give great thanks and ask for your guidance, assistance, and protection. Please help us allow what needs allowing, forgive what needs forgiving, receive what needs receiving, release what needs releasing, love what needs loving, to bring compassion where compassion is needed, to honor what needs honoring, and to feel what needs feeling. Thank you, Holy Divine Spirit. Welcome to this very sacred and amazing space. I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful to be here. I'm so grateful for you being here with me. Yeah, let's welcome in what wants to be welcomed. Mm. Today is about what is today about? Joy coming in, love, happiness. These are all nice things. Let's talk about that for a minute because we talk about such depth a lot. If you're part of this collective, you know we dive to the deep waters of our being, of our essence, or we like to dip our toes in sometimes and explore these deeper layers within ourselves. I know if you're drawn to this space, you are definitely somebody who is ready, for some magic, ready for some change, ready for a life worth living. Loving, I was going to say loving. So maybe that wants to come in there as well. And let's say it's time. It's time to have a life that's worth living, a life that we love. You know, maybe you've been going through the depths of an initiation process and uh it's taken a lot out of you. It's been exhausting. It's been tumultuous to say the least. And you're ready. You're ready for joy. You're ready for love. You're ready for ease. Mm. Yeah, let's welcome that in. Oh, if you haven't already, grab a tea with water, something to go on this journey together. A little bit of intention never hurts. And just to really arrive into this space where we can receive what messages come through for us. Mm. Our dreams are birthing, you guys. If you're a part of this collective, you know you've been doing the work. You've been dotting your T's, crossing your I's. I mean that the other way around. And it's time. It's time to welcome a new life, a new world, a new way of living. Maybe you've already been integrating these new ways of being in the world, or this new narrative, this new life. And it feels so good. You know, things that felt hard don't feel as hard anymore. Things that you've struggled to navigate are becoming more graceful, more easeful. Maybe you're arriving in a place where you have greater capacity to receive, greater ability to perceive and see, um, a better idea of what direction you want to take your life in, or you're getting clarity in that sense. And that is because you're learning how to walk on your new legs. If, say in this little human game we're playing, we've been going through the birth canal as a collective. And then we got through the birth canal, and you get to the other end. I talk about this often, especially in the energies that we're navigating right now. So you might have heard it in one of my previous videos. And if not, I invite you to check out some more because there's definitely some significance to how these are relating right now. But you get out the birth canal, and then you got to figure out how to walk and use your arms and breathe and talk and move through the world in a way that feels good and feels better, because now you're in a whole new world that you got to learn how to navigate. And it's okay. It's okay to start out wobbly. It's okay to not know what comes of this new world, or what is going to happen, or where we're going, or where life is taking us. It's okay. It's okay to not know. And and outgrow. It's okay to outgrow and grieve what can't come with you. A lot of the times we forget that when we're growing into a new world or a new life or rebirthing, there is a period of grieving that is also required, and a need to let go and release. 1:33 on the clock as I'm glancing over, and so maybe those numbers are, I was about to say numbers. Numbers are significant to you in some way, shape, or form. So take it if it resonates. But there is a need to let release what needs releasing, and so I guess that kind of comes hand in hand with the prayer I had said when starting this video, which I don't normally start the videos with a prayer. I might just moving forward, because it creates great intention, of just allowing. And if you don't know me already, my name is Randy Morgan, and I believe that the key to life is to become resistantless, to allow. And that doesn't mean we allow people to walk all over us. I mean, it means we allow ourselves to move through life with ease, and move through circumstances and challenges and struggles with least resistance, if that makes sense. And that just means we follow our path of least resistance internally. And if that means saying no to that person, or saying yes to that opportunity, or not answering that phone call, or dealing with that thing that you know you need to deal with that you haven't been dealing with, that that is what I'm talking about. The essence of subtle callings of the flow. And that's something that's so hard to interpret because it logically doesn't have, and statistically and scientifically, I don't know if you can really measure it. I don't know. I just know that you can feel it. You can sense it and feel it in these paintings behind me. Maybe not so much that one. I have mixed emotions about that one. But these ones, I'm trying to, I'm like, I can't see where my hands are. Um, yeah, just to allow. And when I say that, I mean that means allowing yourself to be as you are and know that that's enough. You know, you're allowed to be tired and that's enough. You don't you don't need to be more than that in this moment if that's where you are. And to reach a level of knowing that we are enough just as we are seems to be a theme in today's videos that will continue to, or I guess this week's videos, I should say, because they'll come out one day after another. Um, is you are enough here in this moment. There is no amount of dishes that you need to do, or house that you need to clean, or laundry that needs doing, or things that need tending to, or to-do lists that need done to make you more enough than you already are. And it's truly something that you can receive. And so I just want to invite that into the space. I want to invite a softening that allows whoever is watching this, whoever is in this space with me, to receive that they are enough where they are with what they have, with whatever numbers are in the bank account or negatives are in the bank account, with whatever responsibilities or lack thereof. It's enough. You are enough. In lack or not, ill or in health, lost or certain, it's enough. And really, if you can allow yourself to soften into that knowing, or just concept, if it doesn't resonate as a knowing, enoughness is here in this moment if we allow ourselves to arrive fully. And maybe arriving fully brings into your awareness some subtle discomforts in the body, a need to stretch, yawn, just acknowledging subtleties coming through our sensory perceptions. Mm. It's wild how much we underestimate the power of receiving now, the now. It reminds me of saying Ram Dass. Ram Dass would say, "Be here now," because the now is where you are. And it's truly the only place you need to be. Unless you left your child at daycare, then you probably need to go get them. But other than that, be here now. You can still be here now and have responsibility. You can still arrive and and Not forget about your to-do list, or maybe forget about your to-do list if that feels right. Right? What feels right in this moment? Is it racing around the house because we're late? Or is it moving with ease? It reminds me of something I used to say um, with some coworkers. I used to work hours out of where I had lived, and I would drive an hour and a half to work there and then an hour and a half home every day. And one of the things all of my coworkers and my employers would say is, we'd rather you arrive late than not at all. And what we were saying is that we would rather you take your time and get here late than get in an accident or, have some other harm caused by rushing or racing or trying, because there's such a window of time in an hour and a half. Even if you leave 10 minutes late, you have an hour and a half to get to work, but you're still going to race to make up for the 10 minutes you left late. And I know I've done it and we've all done it, but I guess it's different when you only have 30 minutes to get to work or, but in an hour and a half's time, you have a lot of time to try and make up for it. And so there's various areas along route that you'll be like, "Oh, that's when I can make up for lost time." And then there's areas where you have to slow down and go through the city speed and um but it just it feels significant because it's so true. Like we risk so much to be on time or one of the things it reminds me of is my mom saying, "Hurry up, we're going to be late. Hurry up, we're going to be late. Hurry up, we're going to be late." It's like as if like if you're not panicking leaving the house right now, you're not hurrying up. And then, people make mistakes on the road because they're flustered or they spill their coffee at the door and I truly have come to believe and see the significance in these errors or these delays or because I have been on the road on my way to work and if I had gone through the light rushing as I normally would have rushed to work, but I just decided I'm going to be late today. And I was waiting at a stoplight and the car in front of me, two cars, they collided and I don't it was magic how this happened. But the car flipped right in the intersection in front of me. It flipped and I swear if it was me going through that light, I would have been involved in, if I raced through the yellow light because these other two cars were racing through the yellow light or that one of them was turning in the turning anyways. I can't even wrap my head around how it happened because it happened like that and this car was upside down in front of me and it just blew my mind in that moment to see if I were 3 seconds sooner I would have tried to go through that yellow light and I would have been in this collision with these cars and it really brought into awareness the significance of these delays that we think are inconveniences, but can truly be miracles, blessings. Um, and in that same week, this realization that I had as well happened in the same uh, within 1 week of seeing two car accidents happen right in front of me, like right in the intersection in front of me. And I just felt like this deep knowing that life was delaying me for very, very significant reasons that I didn't want to be responsible for. I don't want to play the role of God, and I think that's something that we all want to recognize at some point in our lives is the responsibility of God or universal life force, excuse me, is not a role we want to play because it's oh, I have full body chills. Like I can't wrap my little human brain around trying to time things to align in a way that works for everybody's highest good. I don't want nothing to do with that. I like me and my alignment, and just a reminder to hydrate in case you needed it in this moment, as I often do. And so these delays, these things that we think inconvenience us in life, could very well be great, great blessings. And, we don't have to know that, but missing that train might have saved your life, or missing the bus, or, sometimes it's subtle things like not the extremes of not losing a limb, but the subtlety of missing that person that would have totally affected your day on a really negative, in a really negative way. Or, maybe you missed that call, and missing that call let you answer another call that made your day. Subtleties, subtle things, but they're divine. They're divine no matter how mundane they might seem or insignificant. And that's a beautiful awareness to have. And I get it. It's not always easy. Easier said than actually done. But it's been a perception that I've practiced, and I invite anyone to practice if it calls to you, because you live in a much more peaceful world when you recognize your problems, dilemmas, challenges, inconveniences as subtle adjustments or guidances. It reminds me of another saying. If you viewed every individual in your life, every person that you met, to be a messenger, guide, teacher at some level, then we wouldn't resist any of them. We would say, oh, you've shown me I don't like people like you. Or, oh, you've shown me I like people like you. Or you've shown me what I don't want in a relationship. Or you've shown me what I do want in a relationship, and or you've shown me how to be a good boss, or you've shown me how to be a bad boss, or a good employee, or a bad employee. And like the list goes on, and or you've shown me how I don't want to treat people because how you treat people is awful, or you've shown me how to awaken this part of myself that's laid dormant because I'm inspired by your ability to show up as authentically as you do. There are all ways in which we can interpret and see the blessings and miracles in life being life. And I don't and I'm emphasizing it because it feels very significant. And so what a nice gift that was given in receiving the now, the right here and now. So, if you've made it this far, please drop me a sunshine emoji for love and gratitude for where we at, even if it feels uncomfortable or yucky or Uh. and 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 appreciate that this discomfort or this inconvenience that we may be experiencing is truly behind the scenes a blessing disguising itself. And perhaps we can also ask for clarity to see how this inconvenience or whatever we're navigating as a challenge in our current life circumstances gifting us something of value to help us on our journey of growth and evolution, wherever that is and may take us. I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I am truly, truly grateful to show up into this space and to have you guys interact and fill me in on and share your stories of how this impacts you. So please don't forget to like and comment if this has resonated for you. It really, really does mean a lot to me to see and hear about your guys' stories and to have you come on these journeys with me. I really, really, truly appreciate it. I'm sending you so, so much love. And till next time, bye for now.